Hello, I am Justin Brooks, Mayor of the Town of Erie, Colorado. Today I'm coming to you with an update on the Weld County Road 5 widening project, as well as a little background on the project that may be helpful to know. For certain development projects that have multiple government, quasi-government stakeholders, the Town of Erie has established an Urban Renewal Authority, otherwise known as a URA. Represented on that commission is the entire Board of Trustees, both school districts by a single rep from SVVSD, both counties with a single rep from Weld County, and all special districts, one rep that represents water, fire, metros, etc. Upon being appointed to the Board of Trustees in December 2021, I joined the URA as a commissioner, replacing former trustee Bill Gipp. Upon being elected mayor in April 2022, I was promoted from URA commissioner to chairman. Also note that SVVSD School Board Director Miosha Brooks also joined the URA in spring 2022. After having been elected to the St. Vrain School Board and appointed by the BVSD and St. Vrain Valley School Districts, replacing Director John Ahrens, who served the district that covers Erie. Why is the URA relevant to Weld County Road 5? The Weld County Road 5 widening project is a major undertaking that is a partnership between the Colliers Hill Metro District, Daybreak Raintree Development, and the Town of Erie. It is a 60-40 cost-sharing agreement whereby Raintree Development on behalf of the Colliers Hill Metro District serves as the primary. The Town of Erie has agreed to reimburse 40% of the estimated $7.8 million project. The plan was presented and approved by the URA on May 11, 2021, which included a project schedule and a budget estimate. I recently watched the video of that meeting and noted that there was no discussion about the schedule, which covered the duration of the coming school year. Though it later was determined that we learned from the back-to-school traffic nightmare in the fall of 2021 that planning the majority of the work for summer would be essential, and remaining coordinated with the project team would be in our best interest. By primary, it means that the construction contract for road construction is not with the Town of Erie, rather with the Colliers Hill Metro District. The Town of Erie Public Works Department has still designated a project engineer to support the project, obtaining updates and communicating project needs as necessary. Given our goal of keeping disruption to school traffic to a minimum, the project was organized into 6 phases, which was considered impossible to complete within the summer months. Phase 1 kicked off in March of 2022, north of Soaring Heights. Prior to school letting out, and our PD communications staff did a great job of communicating traffic pattern changes and responding and adjusting as Flora View Drive was opened. Our project engineer and the Metro District have regular tag-ups, with communication expanding to include SVVSD once we learned of the impactful delay. Dr. Haddad, the SVVSD superintendent, and Malcolm Fleming, our town administrator, have an excellent working relationship. In general, our organizations have a strong relationship with a commitment to our working together on behalf of our community. Just recently, the Erie Board of Trustees and the St. Vrain Valley School District Board had a joint study session, which was focused on school growth. On July 27th, the latest update provided to the Board of Trustees was that the project was now in Phase 5 and was anticipated to complete on August 16th, the day before school. On Tuesday afternoon, August the 2nd, Trustee Bell initiated an email to the Public Works Director requesting an update to the likelihood of the project closing on 8/16 as planned. The immediate response was that at the most recent tag up that Friday before on 7/31, rains during the week had saturated the ground and there would be a need for at least a partial closure of the intersection. This response was then forwarded to the Board of Trustees on Wednesday morning, August 3rd, with additional updates from the project manager that indicated a significant piece of equipment had broken and there were other logistical issues that had reached a state of urgency. On Wednesday, August 3rd in the morning, before seeing this update, I noticed a resident question on Facebook about the status of the project. Our communication strategy from the beginning for this effort has been to maintain a website with updates. On this website, the contractor's project manager has offered his business contact info for fielding questions as a part of this contract for managing the project. Knowing this, but not knowing about the delay, I posted a link to our website for the project status and quoted the section of the contact info for the project manager, who is not a town employee. Upon learning about this delay, I met with our town administrator by phone to get background info and to see what we were already doing in response. Staff had already started an action plan. To ensure that we have a solid action plan for both closing out the project and mitigating any safety risks, I requested that the town staff exercise every resource possible to try to get this project closed out by the 16th and work with our police department and communications departments to over-communicate the contingency traffic plans to the community. I also requested that this be added to the Board of Trustee meeting agenda for the following Tuesday, August 9th, where we could hear a solid plan for getting the project closed and provide the ability to ask stakeholders such as St. Vrain Valley School District if that plan meets with their respective needs. Since providing that direction, town staff, including the Erie PD, has been working diligently with St. Vrain Valley School District, the Colliers Hill Metro District, and their contractor to make a solid plan. On Thursday, August 4th, after meeting with the St. Vrain Valley School District, our PD provided our communications staff with a safe routes to school plan, which will include live traffic direction by our officers and volunteer crossing guards to keep our kids safe. Note for your awareness, according to our PD, after a thorough investigation into the report of a child who was injured last year during the back-to-school traffic jam, it was found that the driver was not at fault. Friday, August 5th in the afternoon, I was able to get in contact with the Senior Vice President of Raintree Development, who is managing the project, to make sure that he understands the urgency of this project and how important it would be to have it closed out by August 16th. He coordinated with his contractor, who committed to getting it closed, which would include their crews working 7 days per week. In parallel to that plan making, town staff was lining up a second contractor to take on the night shifts to supplement, but we were assured that this would not be necessary. Also yesterday, I communicated this update to the St. Vrain Valley School District, who would be present at our meeting on Tuesday night. Also on Friday, EPD and St. Vrain Valley did an on-site meeting to review the Safe Routes plan for any additional nuances that might be needed before putting out the SVVSD communications. They will be made consistent if changes are necessary. This is still a plan in progress. We will keep the public updated through our communications department, though we anticipate that most questions will be answered Tuesday night at the Board of Trustee meeting. Thank you for your patience. I personally apologize on behalf of all involved for the inconvenience. We will get through this together.